Love electronic music, whether you produce it or just live for it? This is Marotopia. My name is Marc Robert, and together with my friend Robert Babich, I've been part of this movement since the early 90s. From underground clubs to big festivals, remixes for major DJ names and countless tracks on high-grade labels. Here, we mix studio insights, scene stories and straight talk about music, trends and careers, so your tracks and your taste stand out from the usual crowd. You're warmly invited to join the Marotopia community, jump into the comments and be part of where electronic music goes next. Hey Robert, how are you today?
Hello Marc, nice to be back with you in our great Marotopia show. Just for you.
And today we have an amazing topic because we had the great honor to remix a track of the Techno King, Carl Cox. He made a track called Ice on Systematic Recordings, and you and I could make a remix, right?
Right, yes. For one of the biggest DJs on the planet. We got the chance to make a remix.
Yes, this is true. And not only one of the most popular DJs in techno life on the planet, he's also one of the most sympathetic people I met in this circuit, right?
Yeah. No, it's a nice guy. It's a nice person.
Yes. So before we jump into the remix, I have some news for you, Robert.
Oh,
and also for you.
I like news.
Yes, Robert has recommended me a nice machine a few weeks ago, and I received it. So let's have a look.
Nice.
So you know what it was? What you recommended to me?
I recommend you different stuff. A lot.
Okay, look here.
Ooh.
Coma Electronic.
Ah, yes.
X Passepartout Duo.
Okay.
Super. I have received it today, including power adapter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
sticker.
For electronic music, power can be very useful.
Yeah, absolutely. And
you make me envy because I wanted to try this out as well.
Yeah, now the question is, what do you think? Have you already tried out this special machine for sounds? Because there's no keyboard on it. What you can do is you use it, you plug it in, like I'm not doing it now, and then you use these two contacts here, and you can slide on this surface and create some tones, slides and music. So this is really nice. I haven't tried it yet, so if you are curious to know what you can do with this, very interesting looking machine.
Yeah, we can do maybe explore some of our weird gear in one of our future shows here.
Yeah, I can
idea.
Make a video. And it even has a screwdriver. So leave a comment in our section if you want to see a video about this.
Yeah.
I know there are already a few videos around, so you can also watch them of our colleagues. Nevertheless, if you want to see us playing with it, or if you want us to make a track with it, including the sticker and the screwdriver, leave a comment below.
Exactly.
Okay, now it's time for Carl Cox.
Yes.
So let's dive into the remix story. So how did it happen that we could remix such a maestro?
I think the whole story started by a systematic compilation that you did last year, right? Last year. Like this. Oh, was it? No, it was last year. Or it was this year. Where you worked so hard. You worked your ass off. You got so many great artists to release on your label. Compilation and label. and Carl also sent in a track. And the track was called Ice.
Yes, I think the story started a bit earlier. A lot of Marotopians ask us, for example, how can I get in touch to famous DJs? How can I get in touch to famous labels? And how can I send a demo to a label? And by the way, we just did a live transmission where we also talked about this topic. The video will be displayed at the end of this video, so you can just click on it and then you can watch our live transmission, the Marotopia Hangout Part 1, where we talk about many things which may interest you and also how to send a demo. So the thing is that everything has a development and a progression, and it's not that like this that we know Carl since 1991 and everything happens automatically. The entire story started with the matter of fact that we released albums on his very own label, Awesome Soundwave, right?
Ah, yes. Yeah, we both of us made albums. I think mine is 2 years ago. 2 years, and yours came a little bit after me.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that you had contact to the label Awesome Soundwave, to Chris. Shout out to Chris to Australia. And I also knew him from back in the days because he was running the Beatport studio in Amsterdam. And so everything came together. So we released albums on the label. What's the name of your album again?
Light of the Universe.
Yeah, amazing album, by the way. Really touching and spheric and... yeah,
and big and fat
check it out. You should check it out. Yeah, and so this was part 1 of the story. And then the 20th anniversary of Systematic came up. We had contact, we played together. Carl invited us to DC-10 example, or he invited me to the Wembley Arena in London, and then we talked and we had sympathetic feelings for each other. And then when the 20 years anniversary was approaching, I simply asked him and he said, yeah, cool, why not? I made some tracks during the pandemic and one track was ICE or ICE or ICE, the train.
For the Germans.
Yeah, I have to ask him what the reason is why he called the track Ice. And please check it out, dear Marotopians. It's a super cool, groovy electro track, which reminds me a little bit of the good old early 80s when breakdance and electro, Africa Bambata, Kraftwerk was really the hot shit at that time. And yeah, the track is simply amazing, right?
Yeah, it's like a friendly groover, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
Yeah. And then.
Then we started the remix. We made it together in Malta.
Yes.
It was produced on Robert's Logic DAW, which was tough for me because, as you know, Ableton, Logic. Yes, so it was hard times for me, but yeah, due to the fact that I was in Robert's Holy Halls with the truth. He calls the speakers the truth. Can you believe? It was, of course, a lot of fun to make the remix. And do you remember the moment when we were like, okay, this is the original. What can we do? Because I think this is something our viewers really interests.
I think because you brought the stems of the track with you, and we were going together through the different elements and trying to find like an entry point, right? Something that is inspiring, where we can jump into the track. And I think, if I remember right, I was experimenting with a plug-in
Yes.
Yeah. Give me. One moment. I remember. I think
Maybe it's time for the advertisement break now. We would like to invite you for a 4-day masterclass here in this holy halls of Robert. We are here to support you in order to make the next step with your own track.
On day 1, we will do a full track from start to finish.
On day 2 and day 3, it's just about spot on your personal individual track.
And we will listen to your track and try to help you go one step forward in your journey.
because yes, I remember. I used Beam. Beam is like a multi effects processor. Actually quite nice. It got us a certain texture and effect sounds out of the material. And then we decided, because the original is straight electro, we decided, okay, let's make, like, what is our goal? Our goal is to have a remix that we can play in our sets.
Yes,
and
number one.
Number one. So we started with a straight kick drum.
Always good.
We used
oomph.
Yes. But then Marc had this idea to bring in, make the breakdown, but in a different way. Simply switch, almost like transform into the original breakbeat or downbeat. Marc, what was your idea here? Why you choose to do this?
You know that I'm a visualizer. So first of all, of course, a big honor to make this remix. Okay. So we both saw Carl already playing. And guys, dear Marotopians, I don't know, please write in the comments if you have ever visited a show of him. It's something different. It completely stands out. This guy has an aura you can really not describe. So when he shouts amazing into his microphone, people really freak out. And even I, as somebody who's around for a long time, get goosebumps. Okay. So we had this track, it's an electronic track. So first of all, we have to keep original elements, because when I do a remix, I don't want to make something completely different. I know that some colleagues of us do this, but I think it's more than respectful to say, okay, we take the original substance and create something alternative or an additional value. And so the idea to make an electro track 4 to the floor is really here. So it's really standing in front of you like, hello, this must be done. Because, I mean, as you know, 4 to the floor reaches more people than an electro beat. It's sad, but it's the truth. Okay, so the first idea was the kick drum, 4 to the floor. Second idea was to keep original elements, and I think we kept a lot. Then we thought about, maybe remember this, what is Carl expressing? And when I think about Carl, when you write down 10 things, 10 keywords who Carl is, then Ibiza, slash
an island
sound.
Just for you guys. Ibiza is an island in the Mediterranean Sea.
I'm sure nobody knows this. Nobody.
It's just an island.
Yeah, and then we thought, okay, the Balearic sound has to be part of the track. And this is why we choose to use a whispering female vocal sample, which I really love. And it's our secret where it is from. And besides this, we entered and emphasizes emphasized all these pads which make this track so Balearic. You remember this?
And I was a fan of the pads actually. I remember I liked them, and I said we need to bring them out even more. Yeah, we played with them. Yeah.
Yes, and now comes the thing. We have a 4 to the floor kick, which is really banging. We have this whispering sample. We have the original pads. We have the arpeggio from Carl. And now we ask you, what is missing? Think about Robert. What makes a Robert Babbage signature sound? A rip shot. B, an 808 hi-hat played backwards. Or C, a wonderful warm bass.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
My students know the secret. I love sub bass made just out of sine wave. It's one of the things that you can hear on almost 90% of all my productions. There's always somewhere just a sine wave, a little bit saturated as my sub bass. That's the secret of Babbage. And of course I had to bring in this sauce into this remix, right? Yeah.
But this is a Babbage track. But here we are talking about a Babbage Romboy production.
Yeah, and you had some different ideas then. Yeah.
Yes, so that I said to Robert, my dear friend, I love this, but it's too deep and too fat, and every sound system will burst.
Come on.
Yes.
We are back in this ABBA versus Kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. So, Robert, would you please push the low cut a little bit higher so that we don't have an earthquake simulation?
Marc, we love bass.
Robert?
No, like really. Marc is always, when he's here, he's telling me, Robert, music is great, but please a little bit less bass.
Club owners are already afraid of you. When you play a Babbage track in the club, the club bursts.
Like real good controlled sub bass is amazing. It makes you happy.
The dose makes the poison, as we say in Germany. Die Dosis macht das Gift. In Deutsch, in German. Okay, so as you see, we have different philosophies about how deep the bass may go. But we found a compromise somewhere in between. And yeah, long story short, I love the remix. I think it's a perfect blend of our both philosophies and feelings. And what I also found very interesting is that Carl, thank God, reacted very positive. He loves the remix because I received messages where he confirmed this, which made us really happy, of course. Also, the matter of fact that we could release the song and that we found a release date because he has plenty of releases. And something else, sometimes the remixed person says, yeah, I like the remix, but it's too long, it's too short, it's too harsh, it's too melodic, it's too underground, it's too this, it's too that. And what was the reaction of Carl?
He liked it straight away.
Bullseye.
There was no discussion. But Marc, you forgot what's the special, why this remix is different. And I would say because of your idea to bring in the big chunk of the original breakbeat.
Yeah, and this makes the remix, because a pure 4 to the floor remix would be a bit too disrespectful. And what we did, and this makes the remix so special, especially with your mixing skills, when the electro beat drops in the middle of the track. I mean, it's a bit of advertisement now for the track. And now that you talk about advertisement, here's the record. A wonderful ice transparent color.
Real vinyl.
And maybe you can see it
nice
here. Wait.
blue.
So maybe, you can see it even. Do you see the ring here? The ring of Saturn? I don't know if you can see it here in the camera. Otherwise, buy it. So here's a ring, a Saturn ring in the middle. And this is the breakbeat, the electro beat, which comes so banging that from this moment on, you know what a Robert Babic mixdown sounds like. Earthquake simulation, I tell you. Okay, and now comes, of course, the most important thing. The moment when we played this remix for the first time. Where was this, Robert?
In Malta, actually.
No.
Yes. I remember. We played it in a festival. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
On a very big stage. World Club Dome. Yeah.
World Club Dome.
Right.
And we watched at each other. And remember, we watched at each other and then we just made... And the remix was approved.
The typical way how men, when they really like something, they just do this expression and then perfect. Then we knew we were on the right track. And we had to change nothing. It sounded perfect.
Yes.
On the stage.
So I'm very proud of this remix, also on about this collaboration. It was super fun. We also made some recordings with the process, how we came to these ideas. And can you tell the people a little bit more about which tools we used, kick drum, sounds, effects,
okay. From what I remember, we used Kick 2 as the kick drum source. Kick 2 is a very, 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 very good kick drum synthesizer. We used Serum, I think, on 2 instances.
Yes.
Then we also used the Logic sampler where I was cutting up parts of the sequence. We used Beam as a multi-effect, I think, on a few tracks. And my usual suspects, I would say.
Was there anything, because I don't remember the mixing process that well, was there any challenging moments when you did the mixdown or when you had to treat the kick and the bass, or was there anything muddy? Do you remember something?
Yeah, I remember I was using as well from Cash Audio Omega transformer, Omega TVK for making it a little bit warmer. And also we used Filterverse.
Oh, yeah.
You probably remember of our first video here. We used Filterverse.
Yeah,
and,
of course. Our very first video.
Yeah.
We leave it in the description so that you can find it.
And Sooth 2 for getting the harshness on some elements under control. Yeah. Valhalla delay for the nice spacey delays. Yeah. It was fun. How long did we work on this?
Yeah, we did work. We didn't work for a long time on it. I think the main idea was finished.
Natural. Yeah,
pretty quickly, and at the end, it's all about fine-tuning. So the main idea was there, and then we made a lot of fine-tuning. And also something else, and maybe this is also something I can share in this video. I think I will share it now in the video, because there was also a DJ promotion, and we have a long list of DJs who commented the release with the original and the remix. And what I saw in this list was the matter of fact that a lot of ladies replied. I just remember the Blessed Madonna and Shubostar, two amazing DJ ladies who are around, and they really championed this release.
Nice.
You know Shubostar?
Nein.
But Blessed Madonna, you know.
Yes, never met her.
Formerly known as Black Madonna.
But never met her. But yeah, I heard of her.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope that you liked this video. Something slightly different than usual, but we wanted to give you some insights on how we made this remix. Leave your opinion in the comments.
Oh yes,
if you have any questions, click on the bell and subscribe our channel and tell your friends. And there's one tradition in Marotopia, and this is the matter of fact that my dear friend Robert always has the last word.
Okay, and today the last word is, probably you can see my teddy bear in the background. Every real studio needs a teddy bear. All the best.